Hello, Willing. Nice evening, nice energy, nice atmosphere, full of light, intelligent, alive light, not just any light. Yes, conscious light, intelligent. So today's topic is peace. Just by staying peaceful, you induce light. When there is a resistance to reality, when there is any kind of inner turmoil, we are not open for the free flow of living light. That's very simple. And just by staying peaceful, we are actually inducing light. Our mind, our soul, our body is soaked with this living light. So one of the forms to induce light, one of the methods for induction of living light is staying in a peaceful state. And there are three elements in this state of peacefulness. That is peace of mind, peace of heart, and peace of body. So, peaceful mind, we worked on that. That is when your self is present in the mind, we achieve this calmness, and that's peace on the informational level, on the mind level. Peace on energy level, emotional level is peace of heart. We worked on that as well. That is when we listen to the thoughts arising in the heart. It is thought feeling. And achieve this presence of the self in the heart. So we calm our heart. When we say heart, we mean soul. And also, we worked on a peace of the body, peaceful calmness of the body. Calmness of the body means is achieved, we worked on that as well, with the reclaiming body process, or being present as the inner self within the body. And that presence, just by itself, creates balance and harmony within the body. So, peacefulness in the will system is different from the usual idea we have about peacefulness. First of all, it's not peace of the death, death peace. So it's very much alive. It's not in relaxation. This calmness, experience of calmness is experienced not because of relaxation, but because of coherence of all the functions of all the levels of human existence. So when all the brain centers, with all of the mind is functioning in this coherent mode, like a laser beam, then you have this experience of unity of the mind. It's not separated. Different functions working for itself, different centers operating in different frequency modes. And how we achieve that? By having one basic frequency, one carrier wave for all other brain waves. So yes, you can have different frequencies, or better to say, different centers, brain centers operating in different frequency modes, but they are all interconnected and synchronized through the carrier wave. And what is creating this carrier wave in the brain? Presence of the self. See how it is simple. So just by feeling presence of this I amness in the mind, in the head, we gradually achieve coherence in the brain functions, and thus we have experience of peace of mind, calmness, mental calmness, without any need to go into deep meditation, practicing relaxation. In this normal waking state, you experience calmness of the mind. It is exactly the same process on the level of the heart, soul, and on the level of the body. By presence, self is offering itself as a carrier wave for all other vibrations, all other frequencies, and synchronize them, achieving state of coherence or synchronization of all the functions of the mind, heart, or the body. That is clear, I think. It's very simple. I'm just explaining technically how presence of the I am feeling is creating peace. But what is disturbing this coherence? What is disturbing factor? It is non-acceptance of reality, rejection of any element in the reality that is disturbing coherence. Because all of the reality is a projection of your microcosm in the space of living light. All this world is created as a projection through all the prisms of human beings on the canvas of intelligent living light. Without humans to perceive this world would not exist as a material world of objects. There is only intelligent living light. So, when you do not accept, when you reject any element of reality, you are rejecting part of yourself. You are suppressing part of the mind that is perceiving that part of reality, that is compatible, that is associated with that part of reality. Also that part of the soul and that part of the body. So when you have a suppression of any part of you, you disturb coherence. That part of you will not be in sync with all other functions of your consciousness. So in order to achieve and even more to maintain state of peace and calmness, which is state of coherence, we need to have full acceptance of reality as it is right now. And that's not easy. On the level of the mind, it is even impossible. Because mind is built in such a way to judge any information perceived. Any information coming through the channels of our senses into our mind is first of all passing through this censorship, pleasant, unpleasant, appropriate, disappropriate, acceptable, non-acceptable, good, bad. So it's always dualistic. And as it is judged, so there is a suppression of what we consider to be not acceptable, bad, unpleasant, inappropriate. And that leads to suppression or rejection of some part of the reality. And there is so much of what is imperfect in the world, especially in human society, but in nature as well, that one living species survives by eating the other living species. I don't like it. I must say, something must die for some other thing to live. That doesn't sound nice for me. So I have some questions to raise even about functioning of the nature. What to say about human society? There is so many things we can perceive as imperfect. And they are imperfect because they are disharmonious. And also about your own self. When you look at yourself, your self-image, you see so much shortcomings. You judge yourself. We all do, not just you, me too. On the mind level, when I think about myself, I would change everything. Nothing is good enough. Yes. But that part of myself that I'm not satisfied with, I suppress, I reject. Consciousness is rejecting it. And coherence is disturbed. So, the antidote for this non-acceptance of reality as it is acceptance. Recognizing without judgment reality as it is. There is one misconception that if we are at peace with something that is disharmonious, we won't be active. We won't have this proactive approach to change it, to better it, to improve it. That's not true. I will explain. So, any change we produce, we achieve, motivated by dissatisfaction, will generate only more dissatisfaction. Because what we focus on, that we recreate, that we generate. So dissatisfaction is not good motivational power for improvement of ourselves and the world around us. And this impulse towards perfection is built in the intelligent light of life. life, its nature is evolution. That's the nature of life. So all we need to do is allow life to flow through us as a living life and initiate change and improvement of anything we focus our attention on. So when we are peaceful, when we are in coherent state, we are allowing living light to flow through us, and improvement, evolution starts. It doesn't mean that we are satisfied with the current state of some phenomenon or some object or something. It's not satisfaction, it's recognition of reality, of truth. It is as it is. Simply, it is as it is. That's neutral perception without any judgment. I am weak in that area. I have this shortcoming. It is as it is. That's simply the truth. I accept it as such. And I stay with it in the coherent state of mind and heart and body. Immediately, living light starts to concentrate, to accumulate around that area where this imperfect consciousness program lies, and to reprogram it, to change it, to improve it. At some point, as you stay in this peaceful state, the accumulation of living light will reach a certain threshold when you will feel energized and motivated to start actively to change that what you are dissatisfied with. It will come naturally. That's what I call wave of will. So that's why this peacefulness is not passive. It's simply building up potential energy, accumulation of living light, until the certain threshold is reached, when it is transformed into kinetic energy of action, and you start to do something about it. Either change in yourself or in the world around you. You start to do something about it. That's proactive, constructive approach. That's how it works. Without peace, our motivation for action comes from dissatisfaction, that is negative emotion, and it's dualistic state of mind and heart, and it necessarily leads in stress and tension and more dissatisfaction. There is no end to it. So we need to first accept current moment, current condition, ourselves, humanity, human society, this world, all the worlds, as they are at this moment. Acceptance is natural state. I don't even like this word. We need to avoid non-acceptance, rejection. Then who is accepting reality as it is? Reality itself. Approve itself, affirm itself through the omnipresence of our emness, of our self-existence. This sounds a bit difficult, yeah, to understand how reality is accepting ourselves, accepting itself through the channel, through the focal point of presence of our own I am. But these are words. You need to experience it, and that's the reason why we will do this practice today. Okay. Is there any questions before we start with the practice? We will have a bit longer practice today. Is there anything you would like to ask that is not clear? So not to comment, but are you all clear what is the goal and the purpose of this goal? What we want to achieve with this coherent peacefulness? Yes, Nicola.
Sorry, Igor. I was a few minutes late, so I missed the beginning. So it was a bit difficult to sort of catch up, but hopefully it's not too confusing for me.
Well, I cannot repeat the beginning.
No, I know.
And to reward you being late. Okay.
I know, I'm sorry, my apologies.
Although it would be useful for everyone, me included, it's never too much. But basically, you understand the principle of peacefulness and coherence as a prerequisite for connecting with reality and being able to influence it eventually, yes?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. So we will now practice concentration first. That is, we will work on the creative concentration amplifier devices for 5 minutes. And as you concentrate, by circling with your gaze above the lenses in a counterclockwise direction, keep the goal in your awareness of development of concentration. You can keep an image in your mind that symbolizes state of sharp concentration, like a lens that is focusing sunlight into a focal point, or anything that you associate with a state of concentration. Or you can have a feeling, keep the feeling how you feel when you are having sharp yet relaxed concentration. Keep this feeling as you are circling with your gaze above the lenses. Now close your eyes. Sit comfortably. Breathe normally, abdominally. Inhalation, exhalation. In the natural rhythm, just bring your awareness to the breathing process. Breath is connecting your head and chest in your stomach, entering your nostrils, going down through the neck, to the chest, through the diaphragm, rising stomach with the inhalation, and stomach is coming down with exhalation. Bring your attention to your own inner self, to the feeling, notion, I am. Simple presence of the self, existence of this I notion. And it expands into your heart. Feel this presence in your heart, into the chest, down into stomach, feeling of the I am feeling, the abdominal cavity, lower abdomen as well, going down the legs, feeling the same presence in your feet, down the arms, presence of the self in your palms, up the neck, into your head, expanding within your head, this emptiness, feeling or notion of your own self within the head, whole body permeated with one simple presence of you. Overflowing your body, filling the space around the body, more and more, the same presence, the same feeling I am. concentrating in the spheroid space around the body. It happens spontaneously on its own. You don't need to force it. The nature of the self is expansive. As the spheroid space of consciousness around the body is filled with the presence of you, yourself, you can notice that the same existence is present in the whole world, in every object, in every living being, in the space itself. This existence is like a screen on which all creation is projected. Multidimensional screen. Common denominator for all creation is this field of omnipresent existence or presence. Unity of all life. That is focused in the notion I. This self-awareness, its focal point of presence of omnipresent existence. That is the same in your body, in your consciousness, in the world and whole universe. In all dimensions. Now repeat mentally after me. Let everything be as it is. Repeat it once again from the heart. Let everything be as it is. Repeat it once again from the gut. Let everything be as it is. Now you will create whole reality in exactly the same state as it is right now. Simply send one impulse of light from your eye point, from you, in all directions, in all dimensions, that will affirm, confirm, and create the same conditions of all life forms, all creation as it is right now. One impulse, one flash of light that is in a split second expanding into infinity, affirming current state of reality. Repeat after me mentally. Everything is as it should be. Right now, there is nothing in you resisting reality as it is. There is nothing accepting reality as it is. There is only recognition and affirmation of reality as it is. Your inner reality and reality of the world. There is nothing to be changed. There is nothing you should do. Life is improving itself by itself. You are not just witnessing it. You are it. You are that life, that existence, underlying all creation. You are this peace, innate to your own self. This peace in you is you. This peace in the world is your very self. The same presence, the same existence. Movement, do not disturb it, as it is coherence of all movement. Thus, this peace is life itself. Living light of life. There is no separate self apart from life that rejects or accepts life. Everything is as it is and as it should be. Thank you. You can slowly open your eyes. So you see how with the time, this state of calm, of peacefulness is deepening, energizing itself. It's not some dull, paralyzed state. Just on the contrary, there is a feeling of boiling of life. And we need to build this muscle to maintain this state. Not just to be able to achieve it with your eyes closed, sitting comfortably, but even when mind works, when there are emotional reactions, when there are numerous body sensations, different situations during the day, that's all reality. When there is no resistance to it, you are in a state of peace. Introversion is not necessary, and deep relaxation, deep meditation, in order to connect with this peaceful state. Just absence of rejection of any part of reality, internal or external. So simple. The mystery of acceptance. So I believe you have received information about the retreat in Turkey in October this year. And this is my plan for this retreat. To have intensive practice like this. We need to train this, to feel comfortable in this state, as it is natural state. So during the 4 days, we will have 3 sessions, 1 hour each. After small introduction, 5 minutes, 55 minutes of practice. Then 50 minutes pause, you do whatever you want. And then another hour, 15 minutes pause, and then third hour. Why? This intensive practice. To give time to your consciousness, to your mind, to your heart, to your body, to release any turmoil, any restlessness, to allow it to surface up and evaporate from your system, to stabilize this foundation for any practice, any induction, any form of concentration, which is peacefulness, calmness, serenity, tranquility. So that is all I have prepared for this evening. Thank you so much.